I can finally tick off the Test cricket box on the true test. The first test against the West Indies starts at 4 p.m. South African time tomorrow. And I'm excited. I love Test cricket. I mean, that's why I'm all about test this, test that, and test everything. So, the squad. Pretty happy overall. My two big bugbears are the fact that we'll take Dane Patterson and Dane Pete. Patterson 35, Pete 34. They've never really cut it at test level, to be honest. And with their ages, why would you take them if they're probably not going to play, at least in the first test? If you look at the rest of the squad, I don't see space for them. Are we going to play two spinners? Probably not. It's confusing. There are plenty of youngsters playing first-class cricket who have taken wickets that deserve a chance. Even if they're just going to go to carry the drinks, they will gain more out of that than taking two players who don't have a long-term future in the team. In Patterson's defense, he averages 23.85 in first-class cricket. That was a few weeks ago. But 44.33 in test cricket. Sorry, look, he's only played 4 tests, admittedly. And then Pete, after 10 tests, 39.91. If you're an incumbent, then you deserve to retire when you want to, and you're going to play regardless of your age. But it just doesn't make sense. I mean, if you look at some of the options, Semetu, 15 wickets at 19.26 this last season. This excludes the final. Hendricks, 24, 20.20. Okay, similar thing. He's kind of past it. Semetu is also 33, so maybe there's an argument not to invest in him. Nabe, 16 wickets at 20.43. But he averages 34 in total, so, I don't know. Bayer Swanepoel, 27 wickets at 20.51. Well, there's a guy that I would back. I know he's playing in England, maybe he wasn't available, but the guy can bat as well. And his first-class averages, both batting and bowling, he'd be someone I'd invest in from an all-rounder point of view going forward. I see he is in the SAA squad to play Sri Lanka, so that's a good thing. I really hope they bring him into the team at some point. Then you've got Duan Olafia. He's kind of been cast aside, but still has a very good test average. 16 wickets at 22 last season. Junior Dala, 23 wickets at 22.47. I mean, why would someone like that not go on tour instead of Patterson? Maybe there's a reason. I don't know. You let me know. Donovan Ferreira, we all know what he can do with the bat, but he took 15 wickets at 22.66. Having a batsman that can bowl well as a second spinning option, I like that idea. He could be batting at 7, come in and just whack a quick 50 or 50 balls. Anyway, then spinning-wise, you got Mahima, 25 wickets at 26.40, and Simmons, 28 wickets at 26.71. So those are last season's first-class stats. Why would you not invest in those guys? Why wouldn't you take them along on tour? So if anyone has a logical reason for that, please let me know. The other one, in terms of batting, Heinrich Klaasen should be in the test team. It's ridiculous that he isn't. Okay, I know he's retired, but he was backed last year by Conrad over Verreynne. He's going to be my batting wicketkeeper. I'm backing him. And then he only backed him for 2 tests and dropped him and brought Verreynne back in, who admittedly keeps scoring in first-class cricket and can't stop doing that. But I don't blame Klaasen. You backed me and then after 2 tests dropped me. There needs to be a way to get him back in the team. Anyway, it's going to be evening viewing for us South Africans, of course. Now, can I predict the team that is going to be selected? I mean, I have my own ideas, but this is the team I think they'll pick. It's basically a foregone conclusion, the top 5. They've more or less said it. Markram, De Souza, Stubbs, Bavuma, and Beddingham. Then, Rickleton or Verreynne as the keeper. I'd go with Rickleton. He hasn't been given enough opportunity, and their first-class averages are very similar. Not too much to pick between them there. Then, do you go with another batsman at 7, or do you go with a batting all-rounder? I mean, Mulder averaged over 60 last season with the bat. See, that's the thing. He comes in, he doesn't score runs in Test cricket, but then he goes away and dominates first-class cricket and can bowl. So, I'd play Miguel Pretorius, who I'm glad was brought in the squad after Coetzee was dropped. was injured. Because, I'd like to see him have an opportunity because Mulder's been given opportunity, but he was selected first, so chances are he'll play. Maharaj, Berger, Rabada, and Gidi. I mean, solid bowling lineup, good batting lineup. I'd like to see De Souza really nail down that spot at the top of the order. Stubbs, how's he going to play? I mean, he's quite a dasher, but of course you can't just throw caution to the wind batting at 3. So interesting selection to go with him at 3. I might have had him further down the order and maybe Rickleton at 3 and then Stubbs keeper. But let's give them a chance. And a lot of 2-test series is coming up. 2 in Bangladesh, 2 against Sri Lanka, 2 against Pakistan. I mean, you've got to hate these 2-test series. What does it achieve? I mean, let's be real. You can have a stalemate, 1 each, like we did against India. No winner. And then if someone doesn't perform first test, you can't really drop them, can you? I mean, that would be unfair. So those guys that don't get selected for the first test are probably not going to play in the second. So come on, Cricket South Africa. We've got to, in the next test cycle, please. Imagine a 5-test series. That was so long ago. Remember those amazing days. But cricket's back on the menu, and I'm looking forward to it.